Well, hey there, guys. Now, you're right, it's me, and I'm from a new room. That's right, I've moved house, and I'm still delivering math videos, so no need to worry, because it's still going to happen. Alright, things might change around here, but don't you worry, the math videos will still come. I know you're excited. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to have a look at symmetry, and that's to do with the unit circle, because this is actually going to help us when simplifying circular functions, or things to do with sine, cos, and tan. And you'll see what I mean as we go through it. So, let's get started, shall we? Now, can you recall what is positive in each quadrant? So have a think about it for a second. Excellent. Now, in the first quadrant, what have we got that's positive? Well, all of them are positive, aren't they? In the second quadrant, what's going to be positive? Well, sine's positive. In the third quadrant, it's all stations to Croydon, so therefore it's going to be tan is positive. And in the fourth quadrant, cosine's positive. Alright, now you will need to recall this information when completing this topic. Once again, of course, get your calculators out. So, we're going to look now at the unit circle and how to solve problems involving symmetry. So let's go through and have a look at this, shall we? Before you begin, you need to draw out the unit circle and special triangles at the top of your page and label these in degrees and radians. Now you must know how to draw these off the top of your head. It's really, really important because there's many non-calculated tests that you're going to need to go through and know how to do this without being able to look at your calculator or look at your notes. All of it just comes down to knowing it off the top of your head. So you need to know how to draw the unit circle, which is this bad boy here. Of course, we've got 0 degrees or 360 degrees when you go all the way around, and that's 2 pi. Up here, you've got 90 degrees or pi on 2. Over here, it's 180 degrees or pi. 270 degrees or 3 pi on 2. And of course, our special triangles of these guys here. Well, we've got the 1, 1, root 2, and of course it's 45 degrees because they're both the same length here. And for this one, we've got 1, 2, root 3, where this one here is 60 degrees, and this one here is 30 degrees. And you must know how to do these off the top of your head, and you also must know how to do them in terms of radians as well. So not just your degrees, but in terms of their radians as well. You need to know this off the top of your head. And then the next thing you need to know is, or how to do it, is to state what is positive in each quadrant. Alright, so once again, all are positive, sine is positive, tan is positive, and cos is positive. All stations to Croydon. So, let's recall some information, shall we? If we have 20 degrees here, our sine of 20 degrees is going to get us 0.34. Now, we did this a couple of lessons ago. So, sine of 20 is 0.34. And, of course, when you put sine of 20 into your calculator, you get an answer of 0.34 when working with the degrees mode. But wait, there is more. Another angle for sine will give you an answer of 0.34. What will that answer be, I wonder? Well, where else, what other value along this unit circle for sine is going to give us an answer of 0.34? Well, let's go through and have a look, shall we? So we can see here it continues up to this point here, and of course this angle here, that is this angle from here to here, will give us an answer of 0.34 when you put it in for sine. So what's that angle going to be? Well, can you tell from just looking at the diagram what it will be? Obviously you've got 20 degrees here. What's going to happen? What will this angle be all the way around? Well, let's go through and have a look, shall we? So, as we can see here, this is 20 degrees. Well, we can assume that this here will be 20 degrees as well, can't we? It looks like the same angle, yeah? And that means it's been reflected, or it's symmetry, and this is why we're talking about symmetry here. So, if that there is 20 degrees, what will this be? Well, that is this point from here to here. Well, it's going to be 180 minus 20, because of course we know that from here all the way around to here is 180 degrees. We know that this here is 20 degrees, so therefore it's going to be 180 minus the 20 will get us from here all the way around to here, won't it? So therefore, what's my answer? Well, it's 160 degrees. So that means if I put in a sine of 160 degrees, I'll get an answer of 0.34. So what I want you to do now is actually press pause and check it on your calculator. So go through and do that.